Hello, and welcome back to the Wasteland Podcast. I am your host, Shane. I'm here today with my co-host, Tyler.
Hey, it's Tyler.
He's not as good of
Right
a host
here.
as me, that's why
So I'm
he's
here.
co-host.
I'm a good host. I'm a pretty good host. So
he sucks at basketball.
no, I'm here to talk about how I'm good at basketball. How Shane is not a good host.
He's really bad at COD.
No, okay. I mean, to be fair, that game came out when I was your age, and I haven't played it since. Yeah, I was your age.
Oh, sure.
And- What do you mean, sure? I don't play Black Ops every fucking day.
Wow.
I don't even play the new ones.
Anyway, Tyler sucks
That's fine. I don't
at
care.
everything. Today we have two special guests. Jeremiah. Hi. And returning for the second time is Leland.
Sup?
When you said I really thought you were gonna say "and retarded Leland," and I was like,
That's
please.
pretty fair.
I was like, please don't. But here we are. So
We are here.
yeah,
Where are we?
at my place,
Oh,
having a party, eating Wendy's, playing GameCube,
Game, dude.
which I'm also bad at. I'm bad at Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah. Kind of trash.
But again, to be fair, I haven't played that game in years.
I don't think I've ever seen you lose that bad.
Yeah, I'd have to get back into it and practice up.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It just brought me back to the other night when I kicked your ass at Black Ops.
All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna have to move on to something else now. I can't deal with this. I can't listen to Black Ops when that game came out. Oh, man. Yeah, I was literally in high school, and that was when Call of Duty was like everyone's favorite thing, and no one hated it yet. Now it's like controversial if you like Call of Duty or not, and everyone pretty much shits on it. So
Well,
that was one of the last good ones. I feel like
yeah.
Blops.
Black Ops and Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare is pretty good.
Yeah, but that came out before.
No.
Yeah.
The new Modern Warfare.
Fuck the new Modern Warfare. Do you have anything to say about French people?
They just kind of suck.
escargot.
I don't know what that means.
Isn't it like snail?
It's like an awkward cooked snail thing. It's French shit.
French snail. It doesn't sound very good. I would not eat a snail.
Yeah.
You guys like frog legs?
Yeah.
Jeremiah jumps in there super fast.
I've never had frog legs. I don't know if I would like them or not.
Imagine like super stringy chicken with like a hint of fish.
Oh,
That
that doesn't sound too pleasant.
Yeah.
I think I've probably had really badly cooked ones mostly too.
And you still love them.
They taste good. It's like, I mean, if you only had like chicken breasts that were like really dry, you could still be like, wow, I see why people like this. It's just, why would you want it so dry and stringy? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not even that much meat on frog legs.
It's like chicken wings. You have to eat a lot.
You gotta kill a lot of frogs and cook them up.
Do they just like cut off their legs and throw them in the...
I guess so.
mix them with hot dogs or something?
Hot dog.
Yeah.
No.
Like-
they just deep fry it, so it's like got breading on it.
Yo,
No,
I know. Like the rest
you can't
of the
really
body.
buy them at stores.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta know somebody who has the like spear, and then they just like I think Joey has one.
Joey makes
like
frog legs?
I think so. I think his mom does.
Huh.
Oh shit.
They have like that.
We need to convince
You haven't
them.
been out there, right?
No, I haven't
Okay,
been out
but
there.
he has that like swamp on his property,
Hmm.
and I think he just goes frog gigging out there.
That's awesome. That's
I'm
actually
not
really
positive
cool.
about that. I thought I remembered him talking about that before, though.
I could see him doing that. I feel like he's done that before.
Ate some frogs.
I'm sure Dustin doesn't.
Yeah. Well, we were just watching Chris D'Elia clips. or Krista Isla or Chris
Deala.
I
I don't know.
He's a pedo. I was trying to talk about this last week, but we got sidetracked. I can't remember why, but something caught my attention.
We talked about rugby for the last
No, I know.
half of the podcast.
That last podcast was great.
Yeah.
But we were talking about pedophiles. No, we're talking about people being outed. We're talking about the guy from That 70s Show being outed, not as a pedophile, but as a rapist.
Yeah, whatever, Madison or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Which
the guy
character?
who plays Hyde.
The guy who plays
Oh.
Hyde in That 70s Show.
Oh, whoops.
Which is, so I didn't watch The Ranch, but my friends told me it was good. And I watched a little bit of it. And I was like, oh, it's literally just That 70s Show. Because Ashton Kutcher and the guy who plays Hyde. I don't know his name. I don't care about rapists' names, by the way. And
Well, you know, Jeffrey Epstein.
yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
like he's like the idol. He's like the best rapist of all time.
The best.
But if we're
If there was a competition for raping.
but no, but I was watching The Ranch, and I only watched like a few episodes. But like Ashton Kutcher's character they kept making jokes about his character having sex with 17-year-olds, and I was like, what the like they just kept making. It was a constant string of jokes about him fucking underage girls.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, because it's and I was like, wow, this is really dated fun, like comedy. Like this is not funny anymore. No one would laugh at this. And then I just stopped watching it because it was awful. It was not funny. Not because I was offended. It was just really bad.
Yeah.
But so Krista Ila, I don't even know what he did. He just like gets nudes from girls. He just like grooms them. He's a groomer.
Like a haircut?
No.
Oh. Like a dog groomer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But he just messages them on Snapchat and gets their nudes, and then someone outed him, and then a bunch of people started coming forward and outing him.
Goddamn.
So
You know what's funny is, so that in that video we watched, he thought you couldn't save anything off Snapchat.
yeah.
Which means he just had Snapchat open the whole time. He was looking
He would just be like, put it on infinite time period, and he just keep looking at one picture only.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That was really weird.
So he just like opened the picture and would just like,
They just stopped talking to him for like an hour and then come back. Like, do another. That is really weird. How do you not? So I saw a clip of him. He was talking about TikTok. He was talking about how like he was talking about how easy it is to use, and like he's talking so much about TikTok and how people get on there and stuff. And now it's just like ugh, because that's the place where high school girls post their little dance videos.
He's been watching your dance videos.
He's been watching Shane's TikTok dance videos with his TikTok
Yeah.
compilation.
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of big elite pedophiles like my content.
That makes you feel special.
Yeah.
That-
Makes me feel a certain way. That's for sure.
yeah. Well, now you're no longer able to attract them.
No. Darn.
You're not barely legal anymore.
Damn.
Or wait, you are, but you're barely legal.
Yeah.
That makes it not fun. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm not rich enough to be a pedophile.
Shane got a tattoo.
I did get a tattoo.
It's pretty.
It's very nice. I like it. It's a tree,
I'll probably post a picture of it
and one half of it is
if you give me one. If you get on Snapchat and send me some pics,
Oh,
just don't tell anyone.
oh yeah. Don't save them.
Well, I'm gonna post it on here,
Oh.
so everyone can see it.
Oh. Okay.
So anyway,
One half of it doesn't have any leaves, and there's some like birdies flying off of it, and the other half has like leaves on it, and it's cool. And the leaves kind of look like clouds.
I'm gonna put a picture of it. You don't have to describe
Well, I don't know.
for the people who actually
Listen.
listen to it like how you're supposed to. But I don't know.
Has anyone slapped it yet?
No.
Is it still sore?
Yeah.
Do you want to have someone slap it for you?
Yeah, you can slap it. That hurt.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
Oh my god. What is wrong with us?
I don't know. That was fun.
I just had people, like, 2 weeks after I got mine, just, like, hitting me in the chest. And it didn't hurt anymore, besides the fact they were just running up to me and punching me in the chest. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing? They're like, it stings, right? It's like, no, it was like, it's healed. Like,
Well, and I'm bruised there now, but well, and they just keep punching your bruise over and over. It's
Yeah.
great.
No, this is still pretty sore. So that was fun.
Did anyone wake up? Anyone wake up really hungover this morning?
Me.
I wasn't bad.
How bad was it for you, Leland?
Well, I don't get hangovers, and I had one.
Yeah.
So,
Did you drink the margaritas?
no, but I drank beer, and then, I mean, I think 2 flasks full of some vodka, and then more beer, and then
Okay.
shots, and then
I don't even know what the shot was.
4
I
or
had
5
one.
bowls in my car, you know, and the fun stuff.
that's what gets me is if I smoke weed and drink at the same time. That'll
Give
fuck
you
me
hangover?
up more than anything.
The next day is always horrible, but, like, the combination, like, the crossfade is super nice.
And yeah, I will throw up.
I will.
No, I will throw up, and then I'll get more high, and then I'll drink more, and then it's nice. But like, I will immediately throw up if I get high when I drink.
I didn't have a hangover because I didn't drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I was definitely hungover. It's because of the tequila and the margaritas. Otherwise I'd be fine. I think it was probably my first hangover this year so far. So it's like I was like, oh, I don't miss this.
You went to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to work. It was mostly okay. I just like my head was just pounding the whole time. And I was like, I'm still nice to people. This isn't that hard. I don't know why people have to be an asshole when,
Yeah.
but
I think those people are just assholes in general.
Yeah.
they're just already assholes. They're just using an excuse.
We all went to Savannah's going away party last night.
Yeah. Shane's sister. Going away
So,
party.
There was alcohol.
Shane.
which I did not
drink
partake.
it.
What? I said I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't. I said I didn't.
You played. That's why you beat me at Call of Duty, because you were sober. I was
Right.
not.
Oh, yeah. Just pile on excuses.
Yeah.
Savannah was really rough.
Savannah was
when I left.
drunk by the time I got there.
I know.
Her face was beat red the entire
I
night.
When I left, she was like on the couch, almost passed out.
Yeah. I don't want to like. She was fucked, basically.
I had to force feed Kristen a croissant so she would stop being drunk.
Kristen was also
was
rough.
really fucked, yeah.
Kristen was like sweating profusely. And she was like, I gave her water, but
But I remember that time on the podcast where we drank wine.
yeah,
And she was on.
Kristen
That
and
was
Val
like-
got drunk.
That was like 2 glasses of wine
Yeah.
each of us had. And
Wine will do it to you. The wine will sneak up on you. But
Still,
they're the ones who brought it over.
Yeah.
And then
and me and you were just like sitting there.
yeah, no, I was literally fine.
Yeah.
And they were like, "All right, time to leave," because they just wanted to get out. And I was like, "You guys can't. Neither one of you can drive." I don't know what happened. They got...
Well, women process alcohol differently.
Yeah, it's because of their blood,
It's because
their
of
period
their,
blood.
I thought
Their
it was
vagina.
because of the boobs.
I don't know.
I just wanted to say because of the period blood. I just want to say because...
Let's talk about.
So if
I
somebody's on their period, do they get drunk faster because there's less fluid in them?
There's gotta
No,
be
it's
a...
slower because it's just like pouring out of them like a like a constant motion machine.
All I know is there's a correlation between All I-
vagina and drunk.
between menstrual cycles and drinking.
Let's talk about how. So there was a group chat,
Yeah.
but
So Shane wasn't in the group chat, but
my old number was,
yeah.
And so they sent out a text, which I was so confused because I never got it.
Yeah, Shane wasn't invited, but he was.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, no, but he actually responded in the group chat. We're like, no, he didn't. And then we pulled it up, and they're like, there, this is him right here. This is his old number. And this random dude was just like, yeah, we were just, I don't even know what we were talking about because the context doesn't make sense.
And he was like, yeah, PMS got her.
Yeah, we were talking about like, people were talking about like, some people were saying they can't make it. And then other people started talking about like, I'll bring the drinks, blah, blah, blah. And then Shane's old number replies with the PMS got her. This random person made a PMS joke. And like, here's the thing I thought about at work today. The address of where we were at was in that group chat. That person could have just came and been like, "What up? Where the party at?
Holy shit.
Who's got the PMS?"
Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
I thought about that today. I was like, "Oh my god, I wish that person would have came in."
Oh. But now that person also has Kelsey's address.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's not going to do anything with it. It's just really funny, though, that they decided to chime in and then make a period joke.
It was in our area because it had our code in it. And the phone number.
Could be anywhere, though.
That's so weird.
It was pretty good. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Litty titty.
Yeah, that was so
I left
fun.
my Cheez-Its on accident. Now I'm kind of sad. I kind of want those Cheez-Its back.
You brought Cheez-Its?
Yeah, I brought Cheez-Its.
Where at the Cheez-It Snap-Its or whatever?
Yeah, the little chips.
I saw those. And
I was
like,
munching
what the
on
fuck?
them.
Who brought?
I brought them.
Who brought shitty Cheez? I hate Cheez-Its.
What?
I don't like Cheez-Its.
Are you serious?
They're not my favorite.
Do you guys? Do you guys not like Cheez-Its?
I'll eat like a whole box of cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember the last time I've had Cheez-Its, but I don't buy them because I will also eat an entire box of them.
They're
it's
incredibly
not worth it.
addictive.
I don't.
Because they're so good. Because they're just
don't
like
like them that
slightly
much.
cheesy and then just salty as fuck.
I don't know.
It's perfect.
I don't like them that much. I mean, I could probably eat a box.
We need to make a list of things.
Yeah, you'll eat a box,
Shane
all
doesn't
right.
Like that every other human being alive likes. We got what's it? The band, the
Cranberries.
The
Oh my
cranberries.
Everyone likes the cranberries but Shane.
No,
Cheez-Its.
Savannah.
It's not, you guys are cut from the same cloth. Doesn't count.
I'm sorry. I don't like bad things. I'm sorry. I have
Cranberries and
good taste.
Cheez-Its are amazing. And they both taste amazing.
I like cranberries, the fruit.
No.
Yeah, I do. The berries. I just don't like the shitty band. That sounds like
What
shit.
about when you get a urinary tract infection? You have to drink cranberry juice.
I drink cranberry juice all the time.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it.
But the band? It's like someone shitty.
Literally
in your
everyone
ear.
likes the cranberry.
No.
How do you not like them?
I don't know, because they're bad.
What else does Shane not like that we all like?
I don't like roller coasters.
Oh,
What?
I'm offended.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Why not?
I don't like the
Make sure you're
feeling.
close.
I don't like the stomach drop feeling.
The feeling in your guts
Yeah.
and the feeling in your nuts.
Yeah.
It scared me when I was a kid, but eventually me and my brothers were like, "That's that feeling. You have the feeling in your balls," and we call it the ball feeling. And then we were trying to get the biggest ball feeling, so we'd do the bigger roller coasters until eventually we were like all immune to it. Like at Six Flags, they have like bungee cord thing where you have to you fly down. So we were doing that shit, trying to now roller coasters just do nothing for me. I rode the highest highs.
I get like super anxious in line and I can't do it.
Oh wow.
I have like a panic attack. I'm not even kidding. Savannah has a video of me somewhere riding like the big boat, the boat Rocky thing. I
Oh
was
well,
freaking out
that
the
thing
entire
does
time.
suck.
It's pretty.
That
funny.
thing is just like it just gives you that feeling, and it doesn't even go anywhere. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get on a roller coaster, you just have to go like all the way to the extreme and ride something like the Mr. Freeze or something.
That's
And then
that'll break you in.
yeah.
I don't know if I get.
Oh,
I don't.
I
know
rode that
if
like
I
a
could.
few years ago. It was so. Oh my gosh.
Why?
It's the whole problem of me getting on the roller coaster.
I hadn't been to Six Flags in years, and when I finally went like 2 years ago, it was like so amazing. It's like when you haven't orgasmed in like a couple days, and then when you finally do it, it's just you're just like, oh my gosh, you just blast off basically. That's what it was like going to Six Flags for me.
I think it'd be fun to bring some brownies along to Six Flags. Just, have a full day of, I don't know, Mr. Freeze and lightheadedness.
Lightheadedness.
I feel like the boss would be like really freaky while high.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's about to fall apart every time you ride
feels
it.
like it's about to fall apart. Like,
Yeah. That's part of the fun of that ride, too.
yeah, that's actually like one of my favorite ones at Six Flags.
Yeah. I kind of underrate it in my own mind. And when I go back and ride it, I'm like, no, I love this roller coaster.
Yeah, there's no loops or anything, but like the whole time, like, when you're in a metal one, like exactly like how to. It's like riding a motorcycle or something. Like how to lean. When you're on the boss, it's just like shaking you violently, and you're still going around the fence.
It just throws you all over the place. The boss is awesome. Six Flags is awesome.
It the boss?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It is the boss. Though it's not the best ride there, so I don't know why it's called the boss, but
It was the first one.
it's the first one. What?
Yeah.
The first ride?
It was the first wooden roller coaster in St.
Oh.
Louis.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I think they were all like metal ones. Because back in the day, there was like the Screaming Eagle, but I think that was a metal one too. But that was similar, where like it's not like loops or anything. It's just like hard turns and like bumps and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the shit. Back when you used to go to Six Flags and they had like the Batmobile in the fucking center area, like right in front of where you walk into Mr. Freeze, and they had like all this DC comic stuff set up everywhere, and people were dressed up as Batman and Wonder Woman and shit. Now it's like boring as fuck when you go there.
Well, now don't you have to have season passes and make appointments because COVID?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't even know about COVID, but I do know that it's so fucking expensive for one day that it's literally cheaper to buy a season pass to go for like one fucking day, because after like 2 days it pays for itself.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous but that's why they do it. They literally make season passes so affordable just so that way you'll buy one instead of buying the fucking tickets.
So it makes you come multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh,
They still get you
that's
on
what she said.
parking.
Yep.
Like,
It's fucking bullshit. Six Flags is like such a scam right now. Fuck Six Flags. Even though it's awesome. The one in St. Louis. I've been to the one in Chicago. It was alright. The St. Louis one is where it was at, though.
Yeah. So I don't really like going to those big amusement parks because there's nothing for me to do.
Disney's not all roller coasters.
Yeah,
It's got little cutesy rides.
Yeah, Disney's pretty cool. But
And Cinderella.
Yeah, Cinderella's there.
I like Universal a lot.
I
For
understand.
Harry Potter world.
Ooh,
What?
Harry Potter world.
What?
You hate trans people.
Well, if that's the cost of liking Harry
Well,
Potter.
Jeremiah, you remember like that one day, like when Shane went off about Hermione being turned black, and we started going on about J.K. Rowling like changing everyone to being gay and black after the fact, but not.
Yeah.
That was a good bonding time because like we didn't talk to Shane that much, and he just kind of went off. He just kind of threw that out there, but it was fucking hilarious. But I also agreed. I mean,
Was that? No. When was that?
that was a while ago. That was a long time ago.
That was like when you were
No.
He was newish, but
yeah,
he wasn't
you weren't
new.
But you were like we knew you and everything, but like
But yeah,
Yeah, I was pissed off about that.
J.K. Rowling.
The most outrageous thing I heard out of all that stuff J.K. Rowling did is that she made it like a historical fact that in the Harry Potter universe, wizards didn't have toilets until like the 1700s. They would just like squat down and shit on the floor.
And then
just
poof
like,
it away.
Yeah, poof it away.
I thought they would shit in their pants. And
Was that-
I wish I could do that.
Was that in the book or not?
No, she just put that on the website. Like,
That's when it gets on my nerves.
10 years chapters after the last book comes out, she's like, "Oh, by the way, there's shit on the floor."
By the way, here's a random fact. Here's a poop fact for the day for
Yeah.
you. J.K. Rowling with her
If that
poop
was
facts.
in the book, it'd be hilarious. That's like, what's the guy? Series of unfortunate events. It's like, oh wow, like the shit on the floor. Like, no, it's just trying to make money.
Yeah, I know. She has a really bad habit of adding things after the fact.
God.
Well, yeah, she
like
said
Diary
Hermione was
would
black,
suck
but
in
in
that.
like the third book, it literally says she's white.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't understand. Like, why not just make her black in the first place if that's what you wanted?
Because J.K. Rowling wasn't that progressive. She was really not forward thinking at all. And then later on, she was like, "Oh shit!" But instead of writing a new story with like new characters,
Right.
she just changed the old ones.
I think that takes too much brain power
Brain power. Oh, to
to
make a
write
new
another
story.
one.
That pisses me off with comic books too.
When
Just
they
take so there's like all these really cool written as black characters, and then
Yeah.
you're like, but also Flash now.
yeah
And it's like, why? Like
yeah
you got there's all you could just give this guy a comic book and people would be like, oh, I
Well,
never
'cause-
heard of like Static Shock or whoever. It's like, yeah, he's
Yeah, because that's the thing. So the thing about comic book history is that Wonder Woman was a failed character for like decades and decades and decades. And then like finally in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, someone just completely took her story and just rewrote it so it wasn't fucking stupid.
just wrote their bondage fetish. into it.
Well, that was her original thing was that it was like all bondage fetish. And then the guy who wrote Wonder Woman was married to the woman who started Planned Parenthood.
Oh.
And he wanted to have like a feminist icon superhero because his wife's a big feminist. He also had like multiple girlfriends on the side, and he like tied all of them up. But that's not important, okay? The important thing is that this is for girl power, okay? And so, but eventually, a lot of comic books origins are really fucking stupid at first in the Gold Age, and then they changed them to be more serious. So they fixed Wonder Woman to be more serious, and then she blew up and got really popular. But that took forever. But the thing is, they actually worked on these characters until they got popular. Like with X-Men with Storm. Storm's probably the most popular black female character in any fiction media ever.
And she's also badass.
Yeah. And where'd Storm come from? Well, in the 80s, they just said, let's make a black character. And it worked. It's not that hard. Just make new ones.
That's what they did with Black Panther, too.
Yeah, he was around for a long
Jack
time.
Kirby and Stan Lee
Yeah.
just sat down and they're like, hey, we don't have any black people yet. And then they just were like, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then they came over.
Well, and it's more respectful, too. Instead of just being like, let's have a black guy become Captain America now, which doesn't even make sense, because that's not how it works. It only really works with Batman. Like, Batman can pass down the Batman superhero, and other characters can become Batman. Anyone else that's just fucking dumb. Like, when the chick became Wolverine, that's not how it works.
Wait, what?
I was okay with that.
Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know
Oh.
X-23? Like, his clone that's a female?
Oh,
She just becomes Wolverine when Wolverine dies.
I don't like this.
And it's like but they're X-Men. They're not, or like when Thor, when the female Thor happened,
The female Thor pissed me off.
just don't call her Thor. Just give her
Yeah,
new.
exactly.
You can say she has Thor's powers, but don't call her Thor. It's
Why
not.
not just have another Norse?
Yeah,
god?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, Freya would be dope, but hey,
You know what? Fuck, Leland. You just made me like sad that they're never gonna do that.
yep.
And then
That would be such a better idea.
I mean, she is the queen of the Valkyries. I feel like you could do so much fucking shit with that.
yeah,
well, they did the Valkyries in
yeah, in the new movie.
yeah, Thor Ragnarok.
But like a new god would be fucking cool to follow, and then it'd be like there's more than just Thor, and then you could start setting up all these Norse god stuff, and then it could be cool.
They did Miles Morales really well.
He's a great character. He's one of the only examples of like two characters who are the same hero that worked.
Miles Morales was good. I actually didn't mind X-23.
Okay,
I
fine.
agree with you fully on
On
might
Thor.
be more angry about female Thor. Like
Then-
I got really pissed off about that.
I just don't like those two because they're literally people like those characters. Those are just their characters. Like
Yeah.
Wolverine is just him. Like it's just Logan. Most time people just call him Logan. Like the identity means nothing.
Yeah.
Though it's like with Batman, that's a symbol. With Wolverine, it literally doesn't matter.
I do agree with that, but like,
So it's just like Marvel. What do you do? But they also did this with every character all at the same time.
Amadeus Cho
Yeah.
possibly made me the angriest out of all of them.
The Asian Hulk.
The not angry Asian Hulk. He's the chill.
Leland, as someone who didn't know about this stuff, does it sound like we're just making shit up and it's a parody, or
No, I mean-
promise you, because this girl Hawkeye, there's a it keeps going.
I mean, I've explored like comic books in general, so it's definitely plausible, but also it sounds like this could easily be written by a 12-year-old who just has a very vivid imagination.
Asian Hulk. What happened with
Actually,
him?
not even vivid.
What happened with Asian Hulk? Did anything happen to him? Because I know Bruce Banner came back.
So Bruce Banner came back and then pretty much just threatened Amadeus.
But what? That's all that happened?
So they're like kind of friends, but then
What the fuck?
have you read any of Planet Hulk?
Yeah.
Or not Planet Hulk.
Well, Planet Hulk I
Immortal
know.
Hulk.
Which one is that?
That's the newest run
No.
of Hulk.
Okay.
So it goes like
I know
there's
Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk, World War Hulk,
Yeah.
and then
And that's
Immortal Hulk.
yeah.
Is the next.
That's his return.
Yeah.
Because in World War Hulk is when they like. No, he got banished to Planet Hulk, or like it wasn't called Planet Hulk,
Yeah.
but then he came back for World War Hulk, where he fought the Avengers. All those little characters from Thor Ragnarok, everyone thinks is so cute. Yeah, him and those were on Hulk's team, and they were fighting the Avengers as revenge for banishing Hulk.
Well, and then blowing up his planet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, what the? Why is it in the comics that like Tony Stark and like Reed Richards are just fucking evil? There's fucking evil. They make no sense.
But anyway, yeah. So Amadeus was like, Hulk, you do anything stupid and I'll stop you. And Hulk was like, I'd like to see you try. Like,
Oh.
basically is what it was. Like,
Does Amadeus do anything now?
I don't keep up with him.
Okay. With not angry Asian Hulk.
Yeah.
What a weird idea. It's so stupid. And then there's Muslim Miss Marvel, which most people are fine with her. Mainly because she has her own powers. She's nothing like Captain Marvel. So yeah. That's the only one, like Miss Marvel becoming Captain Marvel, should work in theory. That should be the one that makes the most sense. But Captain Marvel sucks. I liked her as Miss Marvel, and they fucked her up really bad as Captain Marvel. And then there comes Black Hermione.
Full circle.
Who is white in the movies, white in the books, but in the plays, black. And what does it add to her character?
No.
I don't know. I've never seen the plays.
I haven't either.
But then you watch Fantastic Beasts, which is the new thing she's doing, and everyone's fucking white. Bitch.
She didn't write those.
She didn't?
No, someone did it as like a fan fiction.
What the
And she just put her like, I like your fan fiction.
Oh my
sticker on
god.
it.
Why didn't you just go, wait, before you make this person's gay, this person's black, this person's... Just get that out of your system already.
And now she's like transphobic.
Yeah, now she's transphobic. So what was the whole
Wait,
point?
what?
Yeah,
What's
she
this?
made like a bunch of.
She says that women are... You're not a woman unless you menstruate or something.
Yeah.
That's what she
And then
said.
there's, they'll never understand the same societal.
Yeah,
thing that,
because...
Because, I mean, a black trans person isn't persecuted more than a woman, right?
Right.
White women, especially J.K. Rowling, has
J.K.
had it way
Rowling,
rougher
the billionaire,
than...
has had it far
Just
worse
because-
than any.
Look, just because you're a woman now doesn't mean you were a man, which meant everyone loved you and you never got bullied, especially because you were really feminine. Other guys did not bully you. I promise.
That's how that works.
Your life was never threatened or put in danger. Yeah, because white women have it the worst. Everyone knows that.
Okay, Karen.
There's a video of this woman. I don't even know if she's in the wrong or not, but this guy's recording her, and he says, "Okay, Karen," and she's like, got her hands over her face, and she's screaming. She's like, "He's calling me a Karen, and he's recording me."
Karen, are you okay?
I understand what happened.
Can you explain to me calmly?
No, because you're attacking me right now.
I'm not attacking you. Ma'am, you flicked me off.
You're ready to take it.
Guys, this is her license plate number. She lives here. This is her address.
So what happened was
It's amazing.
she cut him off and called him, like, flipped him off and called him the N-word and called him like a stupid N-word.
Yeah, so he followed her.
Yeah, and was like,
And then he was like, "Do you want to apologize?" And then she's like, "He's recording me, and he's calling me a Karen. He's gonna ruin my life." And it's like, okay, well,
Kind of already did that yourself.
it was amazing. I don't even know like what even really happened or whatever. It's just so funny. Like, her reaction is just hilarious to me. That like people are so afraid of cancel culture.
So, speaking of white women, did you know that Planned Parenthood was originally, like, eugenics? Do you know what that is?
Planned Parenthood was for eugenics.
Yeah.
She was super racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
she made Planned Parenthood so that all the black women who get impregnated
could have abortions.
Yeah, and stop,
I no.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the big conservative,
Yeah.
like, gotcha point against
Liberal,
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
I'm for abortion because, like, fuck
Yeah.
babies.
Shane wants everyone to have abortions.
Yeah.
If you get pregnant, you have to have a mandatory abortion.
Fuck babies.
sounds like China.
Sounds like China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
No, I don't know. I don't really know that much about the history of Planned Parenthood.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay.
That and then Ronald Reagan sold crack.
Yeah.
I mean, he also ignored a very big viral outbreak, but hey.
Oh, yeah.
He also was the one who pushed for super strict gun control in California because black people started getting their FOID cards.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can trust the government.
Yeah. When people talk about, like, so the Black Lives Matter movement has a lot of people talking about racism and systemic racism. I've always been like, racism literally, like, there literally has never been a triumph in racism because it literally is just something else right after. Like, it never stops. Like, we just put like little window dressing on it. Like, it started with slavery, and then like, yeah, well, the KKK just decided to come back after we ended slavery, and they just started killing everyone. And then then we just had segregation that whole time anyway. And then when we finally end segregation, it was like, yeah, but then you still couldn't get hired, and you could only live in black neighborhoods basically. But you just didn't know it.
Well, and what's the
They just
projects that they would do?
Yeah.
Like the really famous one is
The Tuskegee Project?
was that in St. Louis?
Oh, no. Tuskegee Project is the East Coast. It's where the government infected a black population with
Syphilis?
Yeah, syphilis.
Yeah.
And then didn't tell anybody, didn't give them medical help.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it was revealed. So, I mean, it's actually a big reason why a lot of African Americans don't go to doctors.
Yeah. They also, didn't they bring AIDS to the black community? Like, purposely bring, like, AIDS-covered needles into, like...
Fuck.
It wouldn't
houses.
surprise me.
Yeah,
There's the government.
And yeah, like Shane was saying, the CIA planted crack in a lot of those neighborhoods too.
They sold crack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To pay for the, what was it? It was something with Iraq.
It's
or
some
Iran.
kinda-
It was something with Iran.
Some kind of rebel.
Oh yeah, to fund one of the
It was
rebels.
like Venezuela and Iran.
One of
were
our
involved
proxy
in it.
wars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep up with all the proxy wars America has because there's just so many. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but make sure you stand for the flag because otherwise you're a piece of shit and I get to shoot you.
And don't burn the flag.
Don't burn the flag.
Even though that's perfectly legal and is a form of protest.
And
It's also the only way you can get rid of the flag legally. Like,
yeah,
you can't throw it away. You're supposed to burn it.
Yeah.
Huh.
but also it's just a piece of cloth.
Yeah, it also doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Also, it's big of a deal whenever you wear like American flag print swimming trunks because you're defiling the flag that way, and a bunch of people do that, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah, what about all the little kids like with swimming trunk, American flag swimming trunks, like pissing in them and like
Well, all the people who, when they use American flag napkins for 4th of July, and then they run out of toilet paper and they have to wipe their own ass with the American flag napkins. I mean, think about these situations.
Now I'm just thinking about American flag thongs and seeing if that's like a thing.
Well, I mean, there's definitely American flag Speedos and bikinis and stuff, so yeah. I don't know why. I don't know, I think it's because like the British flag became such a fashion icon, like iconic symbol for a while. I think Americans are just
That was because of the fucking Sex Pistols, wasn't it?
well, yeah, I think it was like a musical thing.
Yeah, like that was
Like it was part of their movement.
it was like it was a big deal over there too. It was the
Yeah.
anarchist movement in
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
And then we were like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do it for us."
Yeah.
But like we did it. We were like, "No, we're patriotic." Ugh. That's not disrespectful at all. That's beautiful.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is that?
That's like for male strippers or something.
No, that's a
Oh yeah.
that's a female.
Oh, well,
There's not even any butthole coverage on it.
there's no butthole cover.
It's literally a strap and then a piece of cloth on
You're
the
supposed
front.
to have a giant butt when your ass cheeks cover your butthole for you.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking of Solid Snake.
Yeah, you gotta be dummy thick.
I'm trying to sneak past the guards.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Colonel. I used to be able to do a good snake, and I'm not very good at it. But no, if you play Metal Gear Solid 4, I have to put a clip in. You can, like, when you go completely prone, you can, like, barely move forward, and he wiggles his whole body like a snake. And you can move the camera, like, right on his butt, and it's, like, it's giant. He has giant ass cheeks. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
That's awesome.
I really want to pull this up now. Go ahead and keep talking about Snake and how
Snake.
dummy thick he is.
He's super dummy thick.
Metal
that
Gear Solid though is like one of my favorite game franchises.
when he
Do you
tries
want
to
me to
sneak
type
past.
that, Tyler?
Yeah, my keyboard.
Tell
is
me,
like,
just tell me what to type.
just type in Metal Gear Solid 4 ass crawl or something. I'm sure. I bet. I'm telling you, it'll pop up.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it.
Snake's ass. Snake's ass.
Look at this. Look at this boy.
What is that Shakira like dance move?
You could crawl that way in Metal Gear Solid 4, and come on, do the camera thing. Put it. He's going sideways for the profile shot. There we go.
Oh my god. That's a butt.
Oh my god.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of the best games ever made. No, Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite franchises ever. It's so fucking good. Like, the gameplay is amazing, and the stories are just crazy, and they're all about, like, real world politics. It's all about, like, the Illuminati and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, it just has stupid shit like that. Like, it's great. It's so full of dumb shit. Like, I love it. Like, if you go into a locker with a sometimes you open up lockers and there'll be girls in bikinis on like posters in the lockers. So if you close the locker with you inside of it and you call your friend, they're like, "Snake, stop! You should not do that on the battlefield." And Snake, it's just like him breathing really heavy. It's like, what? Why?
Wait, he's calling them?
Yeah, you can call people. Why? Yeah, you can do that. You can just do that in Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god, those games are fucking amazing.
Or like in Phantom Pain, you could like beat the shit out of all your
Yeah,
and they just be like, "Thank you, sir."
yeah. You have all your troops and they salute you, and then when you throw them on the ground, they get up and they go, "Thank you, sir." Then you can put up like anime girls on your base, and everyone will have like little heart emojis above their heads, staring at them.
That's so funny.
It's amazing. That game is just ridiculous. All of them are.
Yeah,
And then he made Death Stranding, and then everyone was mixed on it.
it's still pretty silly though.
Was there like
But Death Stranding didn't really have
butts in
anything.
it and
No.
stuff?
No, Death Stranding was like the least. People actually were like, "Oh, he wasn't horny for once." There's this guy on YouTube named Thor High Heels, who goes in depth on every game Kojima's ever made, and he has literally the thing is like, all work and no play makes Kojima a horny boy, and he just keeps posting that and like showing like Kojima. He just shows all this stuff. Like anytime there's a part in a game with like really sexual stuff in it, he's like, here's Kojima being really horny again, as usual. It's in all of his games. There's just something like really serious moments, and then like a girl jumps in with a motorcycle, like runs a guy. She like, does a backflip kick with her motorcycle. So the motorcycle is like a flip, and it hits a guy in the face, and there's tire marks on his face. And then she like, after she stops, she takes her helmet off and like unzips her suit, and it's just like her chest showing, and it's like, Kojima, what are you doing? Yeah, great stuff. So yeah, I don't know, Leland, have you played any Metal Gear games?
I have not. I really wanted to, but I was an awkward Nintendo kid.
Yeah,
So
they put Twin Snake on GameCube, which is a remake of the first one using GameCube graphics, so like it's a completely different game. But like, fuck, Jeremiah, you have to find it. You do one more clip. The helicopter shoots a missile at him, and he fucking like does. So this was not in the PS1 game. The PS1 game, Snake didn't jump off of missiles. But for the GameCube one, a different team did the all the visuals, and so they decided to make Snake do a bunch of Matrix stuff. And Snake's not supposed to have like superhuman powers or anything like that. He's not like a super soldier or anything. He's just like a clone of the best soldier of all time. But that doesn't mean he's a superhero. He's just a really good soldier. So like, but in this game they like gave him like Matrix powers, so he can jump off of missiles and kick them back and stuff. And like, there's so many cutscenes in this game that are just like absolutely ridiculous. Metal Gear Solid, one of my favorite game franchises of all time. It's over now because Kojima got fired from Konami, so he made Death Stranding instead. And it's not anything like Metal Gear Solid at all, which is fine. But you know,
He was too sad to be horny for this
yeah,
one.
he wasn't horny enough. I think they wouldn't let him. I think they're like, stop, because this is an actual Sony game. They're like, no. He's like, but I'm Kojima. No, it's not okay.
But
Come on, man. I don't know if you know anything about the character Quiet. She was very controversial because in Metal Gear Solid 5, she was the only female character, and her name's Quiet because she can't talk.
oh,
Just type in
that's-
Metal Gear Solid
oh.
5 Quiet.
Oh no.
So, but she also, once you see her outfit, and then you know she's the only female character, and she doesn't speak. This is what she wears at all times.
What?
Kojima just didn't care anymore. He just was like, I want a girl in a bikini the whole game. It just,
She literally isn't wearing anything.
And that's
Oh, that's really bad
that's a
art.
real shitty tiny ass bikini.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's really stupid. And eventually he was like, well, it's because she breathes and eats food from the sunlight. She has photosynthesis, so she has to wear as little clothing as possible.
Then why does she have full length pants?
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
Did she just forget to shave her legs this week?
I don't know. That's so weird.
And so yeah,
that she
people
doesn't talk.
were like, this is fucking controversial. You can't just, yeah, it was a weird decision. It was really hard to defend that because that game's really, really good, but everyone was like, okay, but why the naked girl? It's like, why is she so important to the plot, and why is she the only girl in the game?
And he said she doesn't speak at all.
She only speaks at the very, very final scene that includes her, because if she speaks, it'll spread a virus that the virus is transferred through language. So if she speaks, then she can only speak in languages that don't transfer the virus. Which, yeah, so she just doesn't talk the whole game until the very end, when she's giving everyone the virus.
So you'd think she'd at least wear something on her head so she doesn't actually accidentally like scream "oh fuck" or something like that.
Yeah.
If she like falls over.
How can a virus spread through language?
It can't.
It's
That
made up.
doesn't make any sense.
It's made up garbage. It's not real.
Oh.
But like Metal Gear Solid will use fake stuff in its games sometimes, but that one was So in Metal Gear Solid 2, there's a character named Vamp, who's a vampire. He drinks blood and has vampire teeth, and you shoot him in the head with a 50 caliber sniper rifle, and he gets back up because you can't kill a vampire that way. So you kill him like multiple times in the game, and he just gets back up, and then they just don't explain it. And then in 4, he's back for the first time, and he still has like a giant like scar where you shot him in the head in 2.
Oh, so it just like ripped his head open.
Yeah.
But
And then
he just didn't die.
yeah, and so basically they're like what is he? It's like, vampires aren't real, Snake. He's not a real vampire. And he's like, okay. And it's like, it's nanomachines repairing his body at rapid speeds to keep him alive. And so you have to kill him by like using a shot in his neck that makes his nanomachine stop working. But in 2, before they made 4, he was literally just a fucking vampire. They didn't explain it. And this is Konami. They also make Castlevania. And it's like, no, he was just literally a vampire. He's just in Metal Gear Solid. He's a vampire. Because in 1, 2, and 3, stupid shit happened. Like, in the boss in 1's arm... No, the boss in 1 gets killed. But then in 2, a guy whose arm got cut off by a ninja gets his... They attach the dead guy's arm onto him. But then through the arm, his spirit possesses the other guy. And then it changes to his voice actor, and he goes, "Brother, I've returned."
That's
and then in 4, he's like, "Actually, Revolver Ocelot just had hypnosis to make him feel like he was being possessed because he was in on it the whole time." Because Revolver Ocelot is a triple agent who works for America, China, and Russia. So,
goddamn. Wasn't there like some kind of thing, Psycho Mantis?
yes.
Who like would fuck with your game files?
Psycho Mantis will turn your TV to a black screen sometimes, and it'll pop up because his name's Hideo Kojima. So instead of saying video, it'll pop up with green text saying Hideo, and so make you feel like you changed a channel to the wrong channel. And he says, "Put your controller on the ground, and I'll make it move with my mind." And you put the controller on the ground, and it starts vibrating, and it literally moves. Like, don't get me wrong.
That's awesome.
And then if you have Castlevania Symphony of the Night save data, he goes, you play Castlevania. It's great, but only if you have that. So,
that's awesome.
There's lots of... In 2, whenever you're riding, they take your clothes off of you because you're being tortured, so you have to run around naked, and you just have your hands covering your crotch at all times, and you only punch with one... You only punch with one arm now. And during that time... the Illuminati is calling you on your phone the whole time because you thought they were actual humans the whole game, but then they're like, we were actually just machines. And they just keep saying like random weird quotes.
Where is he keeping his phone?
It's just inside his brain. It's literally like surgically in his skull.
Okay.
They just touch their heads. But during that part, the game will be like, it'll say game over, and the square will be really small, like how it is when you die, because it shows a picture of you dying. But the gameplay's still going on, and you just have to like play while it says game over. They like to fuck with you really hard while you're playing. Those games are cool just because they have so many ideas, and they just do all of them. They like don't not do any. So sometimes you have to fight ghosts and shit. Like sometimes it's really serious, and other times it just like is not realistic at all. But all of them involve giant robots and ninjas with swords, and yeah, it's great.
And vampires.
And vampires are in them sometimes.
If you're lucky.
It's great. They all have ninjas though. That's like a theme. And then Raiden becomes a ninja. It's great. So that's our video game section of the podcast.
Yeah. We could probably just end it.
Yeah, we can wrap it up soon.
We're at 55 minutes.
Yeah. you have any final words or final topics you would like to discuss?
Mormons suck.
Oh yeah, the Mormons.
Yeah. What else do I need to say?
Well, what made you think about talking about Mormons?
I don't know. I just don't like them.
So there's an episode we did where I put in the clips from the Book of Mormon, and there's other times we talk about Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
But what's a weird thing about Mormons we could talk about?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
Wasn't Dr. Pepper invented by a Mormon or something?
I think so, actually.
Or was that just a random rumor?
Where did this come from? I never heard this. It sounds real.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure
I
the
forget
author
why.
of Twilight is Mormon.
I'd believe it. Look at those vampires.
Those vampires that
Sparkle.
they live for thousands of years, and then they just stay in high school forever, and then they all stay virgins forever because they're waiting for their marriage, even though they've been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. They're still waiting to be married, and then when they sleep at your house, they just stare at you while you sleep because they don't sleep, so they just stare at you all night. Because all women want is someone who'll just cuddle them and not try to fuck them. If you're a Mormon.
Well, did you know that Mormons, when they have sex, the guy will just like put his penis in and just lay there?
When they have premarital sex.
What?
Is it just premarital or
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. They call that soaking.
What?
It's because the
That's
movement-
disgusting.
Did you say soaking?
That's what they call it. It's because the movement they consider to be the sin, not the penetration.
Well, I mean, you're still moving your penis to put it in.
I think
You're
you
just not
wait to
thrusting.
I think you wait to get flaccid. Pull it back out.
They
Oh.
just stuff it in there?
Yeah, and they just lay there until they come.
How do you come?
So
They're fucking Mormons.
Wouldn't you just get like numb to it after a while? No, but once you put it in, you're gonna go, ooh, that felt really good. And then you're
And
gonna
then-
sit there for a bit.
and then actually have sex.
Yeah.
So it's you're just having sex.
And then like once you're
or
gonna,
shitty foreplay.
yeah, really, really bad foreplay. You just sit there, and then once you pull it out, you're like, oh, that also felt really good. And then you're just like, well,
Down.
but that's like one full hump. It just took an hour to get to it. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's what they do.
Oh my god.
So did you guys discuss the magic underwear? I'm still confused
Oh.
why it's magic.
I don't know if we ever discussed the magic underwear.
What?
Mormons wear specific underwear.
It's supposed to be
It's-
fireproof or something.
Mormons do?
Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, all Mormons wear like a white tank top and like white underwear that they all wear. Like they all wear underwear, the same underwear.
Yeah.
Like the same pair?
No.
Or the same kind?
The same
Same
kind,
kind,
yeah.
Okay.
Like everyone wears it under their clothes instead of wearing any like fashionable underwears.
They wear that in a tank top?
Yeah, it's supposed to be magic. It's supposed to
Why?
protect them.
That's the kind of thing I would do if I started a religion.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone has to wear 2 unmatching socks.
Yeah, literally.
That's my
you have to
religion.
wear a brown one
One brown
and
one.
a dirty white one. Like,
has to be dirty.
you have to get a used white sock from someone you know.
That just sounds even
Oh,
more
gosh.
like a cult.
Yeah, well, it was a cult.
All
Still
religions are
is.
cults.
Even
Yeah.
even the Christians are like, "Yep, that one's made up cult bullshit." Like
Still fucking it. Because it's fucking whack.
it is.
Jesus was like, yeah, I came to America.
Well,
and
you
there's this.
Mormon Jesus. Jesus came to America and was like,
Jesus and I love you.
"Oh, Native Americans, you're Jews." And then literally every Native American alive today is like, "We were never Jewish. That's not."
I mean, it's just leftover racism from the 1800s.
Yeah,
when you
pretty
look at
much.
I mean, you have this mound builder race that quote unquote disappeared, and then the Native Americans killed them all or took over.
Yeah.
Like it's asinine. It goes in line with saying the Egyptians actually didn't build the pyramids.
Yeah.
Aliens did.
Aliens did.
Yeah.
Because they're not white. They can't do anything smart.
The pyramids are really cool and fascinating. That's probably some of my favorite like iconography from the world.
I've been seeing some dumb shit online though about people who are like, "Oh yeah, we have to take down the Confederate statues. Why don't we go ahead and tear down the pyramids too?" And it's
Because they were built
it's
by
like,
slaves. That doesn't.
yeah, it's like
Well, not slaves.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been proven it was slaves or not.
It's been proven that it wasn't slaves,
Even if
actually.
they were, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a picture of the guy who like.
They were okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so, God, okay, you have to delve deeper into Egyptian society and Egyptian myth. So, in Egyptian society, there's this thing called the Ma'at, which is the order, the cosmic order. You have to do things, et cetera, to get to your place, and part of that is building these big works. So the Egyptian royalty would hire artisans and hire craftsmen and give them stipends and certain things. They were paid. They were not slaves, and they weren't forced to do it. Again, they were paid. So they weren't slaves. They were there on their own will, fulfilling the ma'at.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've always heard that was just a misconception or something, or a myth that slaves built the pyramids. I think it's just because, like, in the Bible, there were slaves in Egypt, and Moses was there, and he was like, yeah, slaves. So people just assumed slaves built the pyramids or something.
But the Jewish people were never in Egypt.
Shh. No, there was pharaohs, man, and they had to fight the pharaohs and stuff, man, okay? They had to split the sea. And then they were like lost for 40 years or something, okay?
Yeah, where it rained food from the sky.
Yeah, it was
I've
wild
heard
times.
That was supposed to be their explanation for mushrooms.
What?
That when
It's
it
like
rained.
mushrooms sprout up at night, and they're like super quick to grow. So they just like went out and they're like, it's manna, it's bread. But it was just mushrooms.
All right. So to be fair, it's literally a made-up story, but also, people have said like people used to hallucinate a lot back then, and if you think about it, like if you're in the desert and you had no food or water, you're probably just going nuts, and you probably saw things.
Well, I mean, you also have at the time people intentionally taking hallucinogenic substances because not understanding that it's a hallucinogen, they're actually thinking that they're seeing things.
Yeah.
Hence the burning bush, probably, but hey,
Yeah.
cough, cough.
So
It explains why God's never talked to us in
Yeah.
2,000 years.
yeah,
I mean, he talks to some people, but they're just
but they're
God-
crazy.
God
Well,
specifically talks to people who are
schizophrenia
really
is a
crazy.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, God
He's-
only talks to crazy. Like,
He's-
now when God talks to people, they're just crazy.
He's like, who am I talking to? Who's the most homeless guy?
Yeah.
This guy.
Or when someone claims to be the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just making that. I don't get, like. So then, if it does ever happen, how are you gonna be like, oh yeah, that's true?
No, yeah. Well, that's the thing, because the claims people make now are probably the same claims people used to make back then. Like, it's not any different.
Mm-mm.
The only difference is now we're like, it's kind of, you're probably just full of shit. Whereas
Yeah.
back then they're like, oh, you know
The
God?
life of Brian.
You can talk to God? Yeah, of course I can.
His
The first time
Messiah,
I watched that
your
movie,
shoe.
I was ridiculously high, and I just watched the stoning scene 6 times in a row. It was.
You just said the Lord's name in vain. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
He like drops his shoe in a melon. They're like, Messiah, your shoe. And they both form different groups of religion over his shoe and the melon or the gourd.
Yeah.
They're like, you're our savior. He's like, no, I'm not. Fuck off. And they keep following him around, calling him Messiah. That movie's awesome. And there's one part in the movie where aliens crash and pick him up. It's like out of fucking nowhere. He just gets in a spaceship.
Wait, what movie is this?
Monty Python's Life of Brian.
That's the one that I have not watched.
It's
It's on
really
Netflix.
good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like,
all of their.
yeah, all the Monty Python stuff's on there.
It's pretty good.
You can like watch the show, like the Flying Circus show and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty good.
Old school.
At the
British
beginning when
comedy.
Jesus is giving his speech, they're like, I can't see. Move out of my... I can't hear him. What the fuck's he saying?
You better shut up, Rob. Like, yeah, they're all like fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
They're all in
So-
like drag.
Yeah.
Mormons.
Yeah, all the women are played by men.
Yeah.
Like, Brian's mom's just like some old guy.
And she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah. And she like he puts on super. I can't remember what she sounds like, but it's like really fake.
It's just
and-
that old
yeah, like
British. Yeah.
yeah,
They're not even trying to hide it at all.
yeah. It's super obvious.
Sometimes stuff is really good that way when like they're just not even trying.
Yeah,
Whitest Kids You Know is really good.
Yeah.
About that.
Wise Kids You Know is like that too, where it's just every female's played by one of the 5 guys.
but also in most Monty Python movies, they'll reuse the same actors.
Yeah.
So it'll be like the same actors playing different parts, and you can totally fucking tell. It's awesome.
It's beautiful.
My favorite Monty Python trivia is from that movie too, with the scene with the gladiators. They told all the gladiators, or not the gladiators, but the Roman guards in the scene. You know what I'm talking about?
You keep going.
They bring Brian in to see Caesar, I think.
Yeah.
And they told all the guys who were dressed up as guards, okay, we'll give you $200 for the day, and this is in like the early 1970s, so that's like a good amount.
Yeah.
But you have to do it on the first take, no laughing. And then in that scene, it's not John Cleese, it's the other guy.
Yeah.
Goes up to each individual guard and just like gets in their face and starts talking about like incontinence and like poop and stuff.
Yeah. Because what does he say? That like he's like, don't laugh.
In the wife of his good friend
Oh.
is named Incontinentia Buttocks.
Yeah.
And his friend's name is I forget.
Oh, we'll have to put in a clip.
I'll
of it.
put in stuff.
It's so funny. But yeah, he like goes up to each one of they all start cracking up right away. It's awesome. I didn't know that part though. That's funny. Monty Python's like good. Awesome.
Yeah, it's like it's like pretty
It's
good.
classic.
And then
It's
also the
alright.
Beatles
I mean,
funded that movie.
Yeah,
Life
like-
of Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
Wow.
specifically Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr.
yeah.
Whoa.
They like sticking it to. Yeah, the Beatles were like extremely out there politically, but people don't see them that way. They just see them as like the band that made "I Want to Hold Your Hand." It's like but they were not.
Oh, you want to see
See what?
John Lennon and Yoko Ono made a song that's
Are they gonna pull up the pictures of them naked?
no.
I've seen that too many times. I don't want to see it anymore.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
I'm
you can just see them both. It's like a front and back view.
Oh no.
I don't know why they did this. There's nothing to see. They're not like that was back when you could be a celebrity and just not be in shape at all. You don't have to be attractive at all. Ugh. I don't know why they did that.
I'm just scared thinking about it.
If you want to see
I really do not want to see.
if you want to see
The
someone who has
first one.
no ass at all, then look it up because
They made that song.
what's it? Yeah, no, everyone knows that song. That's a famous song.
Which one?
Woman is the nigger of the new world, or something.
Of the world.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a song about feminism.
that.
Why is Yoko Ono still
What?
like allowed to go in public? Like
She didn't do anything wrong.
That
She
was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like they like they cancel all these people over like
didn't.
stuff from like.
You want to cancel
20 years
Yoko
ago.
Ono?
I'm just saying, like
I mean, Paula Dean's still kicking.
that's true.
I mean, you
She's
can.
still shoving
got
butter
Snoop
down her
Dogg.
throat.
Well,
Shake her hand or
that
whatever.
song's not about.
What? Oh, is that what happened?
They're like
Oh,
famous celebrity friends or whatever.
I thought that
Yoko
was
Ono?
no.
No,
I thought that was Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't
Martha
think
Stewart's
Snoop
a
Dogg
stone
didn't do
cold
nothing.
robot anyway, but
I don't know. Paula Dean just kind of like waited it out.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot.
She just
about
didn't even
that.
address
She just kind of stayed in hiding for a little
I
bit,
forgot. Oh my god.
and then she got out. She was fine.
I completely forgot about that.
No, that's there were people was like they always do that. They're like, oh, this person who's like extremely southern said something racist or homophobic. It's like,
In
oh,
1984.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened with Duck Dynasty when they were saying homophobic stuff. It was like, oh, The duck hunting people.
The 70-year-old duck hunting people who live in a swamp.
What did they say about gay people? Well, in the Bible, they're not supposed to marry each other. Oh, I'm so offended that the fucking... Well, like, I mean, like, yeah, no, they're fucking dumb, but I could have told you that, like, just from looking at them, I could have told you they're fucking stupid. So... Yeah.
Is that still a show?
I highly doubt it. That's just like an embarrassing memory now. But you know people would watch it today if it came out today.
Oh, I mean, people still watch the Kardashians, so...
Oh,
I mean, it's just redneck Kardashians,
I'm
in
shocked.
my opinion.
Yeah, I'm shocked Kardashian's still going. But what's that show everyone watches now? It's like when you meet a girl. It's like you meet your wife online or something. Or no, there's a show. It's like you meet someone and you have to like get married to them or something.
I've heard of it.
90 Day Fiance?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That show's fucking mega popular right now.
Have you heard about the Mormon dating show?
No, but since now that we brought it full circle, yeah, tell me about this Mormon dating show.
So,
do you get to marry 5 wives?
I mean, I wish.
What?
No, no. So, like, they have girls get on Bumble and they match with different dudes that are gonna be showing up and talking to them, and it's super cringy. It's all horrifyingly bad. It's on the internet somewhere. It's pretty funny.
A Mormon dating show.
Yeah.
Like, hi. What are Mormons even talking about? Hey, so you ever soaked before?
I hate more. Oh my god.
No. And he like winks really big. She's like, oh yes. Soak me up.
Soaked tonight. Like...
Soak me up like a tampon.
Oh no.
Soak me up like a sponge.
No.
Is butt chugging still a thing?
I was about to say something when we
What?
were
Because
talking about alcohol.
you said tampon, and I know one of the ways that you do it is you soak a tampon.
You can soak a tampon, yeah.
Butt chugging. What a awesome
I can never get anyone to do it
invention.
because no one wants to like get completely bottomless and then do a handstand
know what?
and then get something up there.
I will butt chug for science.
I mean,
Well, just take a tampon, I guess, and soak it.
No.
or just give yourself an alcohol enema. It works the same way. I think.
Will
Alcohol
real
enema.
butt chug for science.
A real butt chug. We do a handstand and they stick
Put a funnel
tube.
in your
Yeah.
ass.
Dude, I mean,
Do it
for
like
science.
a keg stand.
Yeah.
Like, how much beer can you pour up your ass before you have to, like...
Apparently it gets you fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, doing it through the
It also
butt.
burns.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not speaking from personal experience at all.
Whiskey. Leland. Whiskey.
Alcohol.
I could not imagine like whiskey in your butthole. That would just be.
Jesus.
I think you're supposed
probably
to do, like,
burn.
You might as well
alcohol,
just.
right?
Probably.
No, it doesn't have to be clear.
Okay.
Just
Dude.
anything, and probably not something too
Well, like-
high in alcohol.
I mean, I'm assuming people just do it straight because you don't have to worry about the taste of it. So
Yeah.
you just do straight up hard alcohol in your butt.
Yeah, but you get
and-
drunk faster and
Yeah.
you also get alcohol poisoning real quick.
Yeah, no, because there's no. Dude, that's just a.
Because your intestine just soaks up all the alcohol.
It's like...
Mhm.
Your stomach.
Why would you do this? Just drink it. That whole point. Just drink it, okay?
Exactly.
There's things. It's like things are already like pretty fun. You don't have to
Honestly-
step it up to that
Honestly,
level.
I would love to see someone butt chug.
I mean, there's videos of it. There's videos
No.
of people doing it.
IRL.
I mean, I wanted to too, but I don't know anyone who's willing to do it.
I told you I'd do it for science.
And like, if someone was like, "I'll do it if you do it," I'd be like, "No." So I'll never be in that situation. So yeah, butt chugging,
Butt chugging's so weird.
and then there was this girl that H used to make fun of that would do coffee enemas. And
Yeah.
she would after like the first video, she was like, someone died, and they're like, "Hey, you're not supposed to do hot coffee." You'll fucking get like 3rd-degree burns in your asshole.
God, think about cold brew though.
Yeah, no.
That'd fuck you up.
That would...
Well, she.
That's like mainlining, so like... like
Yeah, why don't you just stick
I
it
feel
in
like
your
that'd be more in, like-
stick it in your veins at this point,
I feel like that'd be more of a high than cocaine, honestly.
dude. Well, so she would do that with cold coffee, and I think she was trying to say was like cleanly, like being more cleanly than using water, because her whole YouTube channel was she would do enemas all the time.
What are enemas?
You don't know what an enema is?
It's like when you clean out your beehole by sticking.
Yeah, it's usually water. I guess.
Yeah, usually it's
Usually
water.
If you're like constipated or something.
I mean,
It like flushes it out.
Like,
basically.
there's other
I mean,
purposes then.
There's definitely other purposes, but like,
I mean, you gotta clean it somehow.
right.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Enemas.
I once was constipated for a week, so I went and had to go get an enema at the hospital. It was awkward. It was not fun.
I've been trying to avoid it. So far, I'm successful. So I'm gonna stay on that train. The not
Obviously, I've never had it done.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
They shove a hose up your ass and it's
Yeah.
a bag full of water, and they just keep on going until you tell them to stop.
Wow.
Then you let it sit until you have to poop.
You just do it until it comes out your eyeballs, basically.
That's really.
But yeah, so she would do it with coffee, saying it was like a cleaner experience.
Mm.
But yeah, I feel like you would be so fucked,
Yeah.
so hyped from it.
Dude, imagine like having coffee with caffeine withdrawals.
Imagine having caffeine withdrawals.
From like after doing that and then not having
Oh
caffeine.
well, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, say like we're all like, yeah, I've had caffeine
Yeah,
withdrawals.
like I went from working 5 or 6 days a week in a coffee shop to now I make pizza all day,
Yeah.
and I still think about coffee. Like,
But I mean, like after doing
It's a drug.
something like
Caffeine's a drug.
Because yeah,
Yeah. No, don't consume things through your butt. You know the episode of South Park when they shove food up their butt and then shit out their mouths?
yeah.
Oh no.
It's not real.
I forgot. That's an awesome episode.
Yeah, because
They
they
just shit out
they
their
go
mouth.
they open their mouth, they go and
Oh,
like
no.
a turd comes out. Yeah.
Because one of the kids are like, so if you eat stuff, it turns into poop. So
Yeah.
what if you put it up your butt?
Yeah.
And they do it and they shit out.
And then it works, and then the whole
Yeah.
world starts doing it.
Because it's like less of a hassle or something.
They learned that like it's better to consume food that way, so they all start shitting out their mouth.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Oh god,
They're like, oh, excuse me, I got to shit. And they go,
it just shows it too. It does.
it's so funny.
It just shows them like poop coming out of their mouths.
Yeah. You got to put in a clip of that.
Oh,
you
of
know?
course. But
Dude,
it's
that one's one of the better episodes.
is that YouTube?
Huh?
Is that YouTube safe?
if it's I mean I'm gonna search for it on YouTube. So if I find it on YouTube, then I'm
Okay.
gonna put it in. Might not be able to put it in, but I'll put in a screenshot or something. But
God, that.
that episode, I can't remember why Martha Stewart was in it, but I do remember her shoving a chicken up her ass in that episode. Or am I thinking of the right one? There's one where she queefs out glitter from her vagina too. I know it's a different episode,
I know there's an episode where
but I don't remember.
Oprah's asshole holds Oprah hostage
Oprah's asshole holds Oprah hostage.
and robs a bank. Do you guys remember that?
I don't.
Dude, South Park used to
But
be
that's
wild.
beautiful.
Yeah.
South Park, they used to be wilding out there.
Like the vagina and like the asshole were like, man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate this bitch. She never
Yeah.
pays any attention to it. She never
the
masturbates.
vagina is like British guy, an old
Yeah.
British man or something.
Yeah. And the
It's
asshole.
like, how do you think I feel? I'm her snitch.
Yeah. And so he like pulls out a gun and like
Yeah.
tries to rob a bank and shit. It's awesome.
Her vagina and asshole are sentient beings.
And then at the end they get shot. And they die.
So stupid.
It's so funny. Sometimes I forget that South Park just did like wild shit.
They
like
used,
that.
yeah, no, old South Park is fucking crazy. That before, because like they used to just try to be really funny. Now they kind of like they're like political, which is not a bad thing because they've been so many episodes. It's crazy, but the old ones are just nuts.
Yeah.
So because all right, so we'll end this soon. But you did just watch Orgasmo, which is made by the people who make South Park, which I talked about. There's an episode.
Have you seen that?
No.
There's an
Oh.
episode where I
It's on
literally.
Netflix. Check it out.
We literally talk about like all the movies. We talk about Orgasmo, Basketballs, Team America, and I think the Book of Mormon at some point. So it's like, but You can talk about it now because you didn't see it at that time. It was me, you, and Joey, but now you've seen it.
Basically, this Mormon guy gets sucked up into making porno, and he plays this character Orgasmo.
Yeah.
Basically, just because he knows how to fight, and he like kicks all these guys' asses.
Basically, he knows karate, so he beats a bunch of people up, and then a porn star director is like, "You got to be in my movie, and my porn movie, because we need like action scenes in the porn."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I'm a Mormon, so I can't have sex." And he's like, "It's okay. We'll use a stunt guy
stunt cock.
We'll use a stunt cock." So they just edit it to where it looks like he's fucking girls, but he's not actually fucking anyone.
And then the movie becomes like the third top grossing film of all time.
Yeah, the porno he's in becomes.
Yeah.
And then in the movie, or in the porn, he plays a character named Orgasmo, who's a superhero who can make anyone come. And then he becomes the real Orgasmo in real life.
Like his friend makes the Orgasmerator.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And he can they just go around giving people orgasms.
That's
like,
a superpower.
Yeah.
So, and this is all done by the creators of South Park. The Matt Stone is Trey Parker. It's Trey Parker's the main character.
Yeah.
So it's just, and then in basketball it's the same thing. It's just it's Matt Stone and Trey Parker playing the two main leads, and like they like straight up reference like South Park in those every so often. We have to watch you have to watch Baseballs.
Yeah, I will.
It's so fucking good.
It's so funny. The Orgasmo cracked me up.
Orgasmo is like definitely their freshman attempt at a movie. It's very like, this is their first movie. Like, you can tell
it like comes from like some kind of weird comedy into like a kung fu flick almost, and like I don't know, it's awesome.
Those two are
the Asian guy who acts black.
I don't remember.
The Asian like sushi owner. He's like, "What's up, homies?" And does that, and they like. The guys from next door come and beat the shit out of him with a bat, and he just has a scratch on his cheek. And he's like, "Oh, you bastards!" And they start beating the shit out of him and like slamming his face into glass. And there's like nothing wrong with his face. And then he comes, like the main character and his friend like go to the sushi place and they're like, "Oh, how'd you get that scratch on your face?" He's like, "Some of the guys next door try to rough me up." It's awesome.
Those two are just like some of the most fascinating people, because a lot of times, like when I compare it to Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy, because he also tried to dabble into movies. I thought Ted was pretty good, but everything else he's done movie wise has just been fucking terrible, just god awful, not funny, no meaning behind it, cringy story, cringy dialogue, where he's like, "I'm just a guy looking for the love of my life." In every fucking movie, it's the same. It's fucking trash. And how Family Guy went so downhill. It used to be really good and got worse and worse.
Yeah.
And you compare that to South Park and Matt Stone and Trey Parker and their movies that they did in the early 90s. But then they went on to do Team America after that. And then they did Book of Mormon, which won a Tony Award. So it's like they're just so successful and consistently stay funny.
I will say for Seth MacFarlane, Family Guy did not. American Dad is definitely his best show.
I think American Dad is the best show.
Yeah.
I think it's good to move on to new shows. I mean, I think Futurama is better than Simpsons, but like I
think early Simpsons is better than Futurama.
Yeah.
But as a whole, Futurama is better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, it's just like, but like when
Futurama.
Yeah, it's just good to stretch out your legs and do a new thing after a while. Like, you can only do so much with a fucking cartoon sitcom about a family. That was the whole point of Family Guy, was basically just to be his take on Simpsons.
Yeah.
And then, Fox is this thing where all the shows have to be about American families. They can't be about anything else. That's why you get like cool, awesome shows on Adult Swim and Comedy Central, which are about anything. But on Fox, you're stuck with King of the Hill ripoffs. And you get...
I'll tell you what.
You get... American Dad was like the best attempt because he found a way to incorporate a bunch of crazy bullshit because he was a CIA agent. So they just went balls to the walls with it. And also, I just like those characters more. I think Stan is a more likable character. At least when he's like a straight up Republican, and that's the whole joke.
Yeah.
And then he learns like life lessons. It's a lot better than when Homer or Peter is just they're for some reason that episode they're just dicks to their families. It's like, it's not that relatable.
It's like the episode starts with him shoving like Meg's face in his ass, and then at the end of it's like,
well,
people don't like when you do that.
There's a whole like.
And they all hug.
In the first few seasons, Meg was a normal character, and there'd be Meg-centered episodes. Yeah. Like it was Lisa. Lisa would get Lisa-centered episodes. That still happens in Simpsons, but in Family Guy, there's no episodes like centered around the kids anymore. It's just literally about Peter or Brian and Stewie, and that's it. Like Meg just doesn't exist anymore, except for when they do something horrific to her. She's just not a character. Like half the characters in that show just died off. Mm-hmm. It's really weird. Family Guy sucks. I fucking hate Family Guy. I used to really like Seth MacFarlane, and now I just really can't stand him.
I don't know if that's fair though, just because I feel like that's hating Matt Groening for Simpsons being bad. Like Fox just does that thing where they like, put their
I agree.
Their hands around the neck of anything that makes money and just are like you.
I agree that Family Guy is probably bad because Fox is not going to let Family Guy end. However, Seth MacFarlane doesn't do anything else that's funny at all anyway, and 1,000 Ways to Die in the West is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
We just talked about American Dad though.
Yeah, American Dad was good, but
no, he plays like he currently plays like 3 or 4 characters on there.
Yeah, I don't know what he writes and what he voices, but I know he voices a lot of characters in American Dad.
Yeah.
But I know American Dad got less funny after a while. I don't think it ever got as bad.
I thought American Dad ended.
No, it's still going. It's like honestly
it moved from Fox to TBS or something.
The newer seasons are some of my favorites.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they on Netflix?
No, they're
or on Hulu.
Probably on Hulu.
They're on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I pirate the newest episode.
Yeah.
I don't pirate anything.
I mean, just go to any website and type in New American Dad. You can probably stream it on some Chinese website. Like other countries just always have like websites that you can just watch cartoons on, and I don't know. For some reason, we can't do anything about it. So I don't know why.
Well, we should probably wrap this up now.
Yeah, we can wrap it. This has been a long one.
Longest one in a while.
Yeah. Alright, see you next week.
Yeah. Later, Mormons.
Later, bros. Sibs, skis.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it. Kawanishi, Noseguchi, Kino no Gibashi, Takayama, Ugusun More, Suzumiga Taki, Tada, Yorano, Ichino Tori, Umino, Yamashita, Sasabe, Kafudai, Tokudai, Myokenguchi.
Huh? What was that just now?
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
What did you say?
And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
What do you mean by that?
150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability.
What's wrong with you?
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
What are you talking about?